My name is Shamika. These are my parents. This is Michael and Sharon Washington. So this is a full disclosure. I just decided to do this because they've celebrated many years of marriage. We'll get into how many years in a few minutes. But what we would like to know is, do you want to see us? Do you want to just hear us, like a podcast type of situation? Let us know in the comments down below. And we really want to know because this is not just for us, this is for y'all as well. So as we get into it today, we are doing something special. This is called 35 and Counting. This is a Q&A with them. So can you introduce yourselves and then tell us how long you have been together, and then of that togetherness, how long have you been married?
Okay, you go ahead because I don't even know what's happening right now. I just know I just put a camera in front of my face, and so anyway, you can start off.
I'm Sharon.
And like she said already, I'm Michael again.
And we're the Washingtons.
Again, all that's been.
And we have been together 40 years and married 35.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. That's unbelievable. Yep. So yeah, that's what she said. What she said is what happened. We was going together, and then we now we 35 and
35 and counting.
35 and counting.
Okay.
So
40 years you've been together, and of those
Yes.
40 years you've been married for 35.
right.
Now, after
I had posted on Facebook 36. So anybody that saw 36, take a year off. I'm sorry. I messed up. I messed up 1 year. So I was thinking, I don't know why I thought it was 36. Then I happened to see an older post that was like 2017, and then I was like, oh wait a minute, 3 and 17 is 20, and it is 2020. I was like, well, maybe they'll just say happy anniversary anyway, and nobody even said anything. Thank you for probably seeing it and not, saying that he can't count, or maybe he don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. Why is that picture halfway? Anyway, it probably don't make no difference. Okay, go ahead.
So, of the 40 years, you guys have been married for 35 years,
Mm-hmm.
and like I was saying, I have to applaud y'all because not a lot of couples nowadays are being married for that long or staying married for that long.
Yeah.
So what I would like to know, as you guys know, we're experiencing a pandemic right now, and so
Should we have on masks? We probably should have on masks, right?
Really?
we've
Okay,
been
all right.
in the house the entire
Okay,
time
all
of the pandemic.
No, we haven't been in the house the entire time of the pandemic, and you work in the public, and so.
And I wear my mask when I go to work every single day.
But what about the doorknobs and all? Anyway.
So,
Yes.
as I've been saying, we've been dealing with this pandemic, and for the first 3 to 6 months, we were on lockdown.
Right.
And so they had us under certain restrictions and guidelines and things of that nature. So what I would like to know, and what people would like to know, is how has this pandemic caused you all to grow closer? And then what is one thing that you probably learned about each other that you didn't know before?
Oh, wow. Okay, let me start.
Sure.
Okay. You want breast thing?
No.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I think what was the question again? What I learned was,
How have you grown closer with being on lockdown than in the pandemic? And then what is one thing that you learned about each other during that time?
how we grown closer. We had no other choice but to grow closer because the pandemic made us grow closer. It made you, because since March, we've been doing different things. But but I'm so listen to me. The pandemic came at a great time because with the situation with the kids and everything and all, they're talking about my grandkids. We get to see them a lot more and everything and all, and so I think it had us grow closer with everybody, with our daughter, our son, and then of course my wife Sharon, because it used to be just 4 of us in here, and then once Mike ended up moving out, it's the 3 of us, and so I think we've been, we was close anyway, but I think we found out that we could actually be together, because a lot of people, somebody was getting cabin fever and all. I ain't got no cabin fever. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't have to go nowhere. Thank you, pandemic. What did I learn? I learned that I can live in the house with 2 grown women, and even when they be eating my stuff or come on now, be real, eating my stuff, drinking my stuff up. I don't really make no difference because it's a pandemic. It's a pandemic.
Wow.
But how you feel? What's up?
I think it's been great, having you home more since you do travel quite a bit. And
since I did travel quite a bit.
Since you did.
Right.
You have not been traveling since the pandemic, which is a good thing.
Right.
And I think, patience. We've learned a little bit, having a little bit more patience with each other. And thanks to our person.
You don't think we had patience with each other before the pandemic? So for 35 years we ain't had patience with each other until the pandemic.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's I've learned that we do have much more patience with each other,
Oh. Okay.
You don't agree?
No, I'm still trying to understand what you're talking about. Anyway, that's how you feel.
That's good.
You gotta say what you feel.
That's right.
Okay, so let's take it back.
Okay.
Let's go back to 1980, and you all are in your teens. So, did you see yourself being or getting married? And what did you see yourself being or doing?
See myself being married? No, actually I didn't. I was one of the ones who said I'm not getting married. So I was going to pursue my career and be a career woman, travel the world, and that was it. But along came Mr. Washington. Changed all that. That was a good thing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
it was a good thing. It was a great thing.
Well, I don't know what I thought in 1980, because 1980 I was just coming out of high school. I had just graduated out of high school 40 years ago, and I met Sharon at a wedding. Matter of fact, one of my best friends, God rest his soul, he just passed about a couple months ago. But my man Sam Hodges' sister Cynthia Hodges was getting married, and so Sam asked me to be the DJ. Now I wasn't a DJ. I just happened to have a reel-to-reel. So you know how long ago that was. I had a reel-to-reel, Sony reel-to-reel tape player, and I had a lot of good music on it. So I set it up, and I was a DJ. And then Sharon at the time, grandmother was catering the event, and so I met her, and then so we started dating, and then eventually we moved in together. So we moved in together, and then her grandmother and mother told her, okay, y'all live together, y'all should get married. So then that's how we got married. So I didn't know I was getting married. It was one of them like my grandmother, mother ain't talking to me no more. So we need to get married. I was like, made up. That's what you told me. Now, oh, okay. Now I'm finding out now that that's made up. God. You told me that your mother and your grandmother told you, Sharon, we ain't gonna talk to you until you get married. Well, they probably didn't tell you we ain't gonna talk to you, but you were telling me they ain't talking to me that much. I think they mad. I was like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and see what the score is on the football game. Cause I was like, I don't know if I want to get married yet. But anyway, I found out that it was a good thing. It was a good thing. Got married.
So there's always two sides to the story.
Three.
Well, yeah, the truth. But anytime,
That is the side, though. I'm telling you that right now. Trust me.
anytime I hear this story, it's always a different story that I hear. And so, how about you tell your side of how y'all met? And
We did meet at a wedding.
Okay,
It
so
was at,
so far that part is real.
That, so far, yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
And it was Michael's best friend's sister, Cynthia, and
What about her?
it was at her wedding.
Okay, say that. You said it was Sam's best friend Cynthia. What?
Okay, it was at Cynthia's wedding.
Yep.
We did meet.
Yep.
We dated.
Yeah.
Um,
I was DJing. I was about to leave, and her aunt ran out the back, telling me, Mr. DJ, my niece wants your number. I was like,
that is so not true.
Okay. Well, let's call Trina.
Call
Do
her.
you ever access to call Trina? Trina,
Not
if
true.
you are watching this or you
True.
get to see this, can you please put
Okay.
in your 2 cents?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
But basically, we did meet, we dated, and we got engaged. And when we were engaged is when I decided, because of some.
Oh, because I left that part out. That's why the story ain't true.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
just saying, we were engaged, and I left, didn't want to be home anymore. So I was moving out on my own, and we got the apartment before we thought we were going to get the apartment. So
You was moving out on your own. You was going to go move out on your own.
I was moving out.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. And then we got the apartment before we thought we were going to get the apartment.
So. All right. Okay. So what you're saying is you'd have had your own place. So anyway.
If I had to, yep. If I had to, absolutely.
so what I heard was that you asked her when she was 18, did she want to marry you? And she said, not right now.
What?
You don't remember?
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. I don't know when they came with this. This must came with this today. I don't even know.
You don't remember?
Nah, I don't
How
remember
old was
that.
I when you asked me?
How old was I when I asked you? I don't remember asking. I was told we had to get married because so your mom, father, so your mother and grandmother would talk to you
That
again.
is so not true.
I don't remember you saying no, not right now.
You be making up stuff.
No, not right now.
So it was a shotgun wedding?
With invisible shotgun.
Absolutely not.
Invisible. Nah, you wasn't here.
Isn't that what
we was
most shotgun weddings are?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He was saying he was told he had to get married. Like somebody was like, "You gonna marry her?"
Wow.
Can we move on? Anywho.
Okay, so in the 35 years,
Mm-hmm.
what are some of the challenges that have come up? Because, a lot of people are like, oh man, everything must have been great, 35 years, y'all celebrated. Because some people think that marriage is just like so wonderful and beautiful and fairy tales and stuff like that. And unless they themselves get married, that's when they find out that it's a lot of hard work. So what have you all endured, I should say?
A lot. I mean, you go through your ups and downs, finances. You go through your ups and downs with the way that someone is. When you move in with somebody, you're moving in. Somebody might be totally different. Maybe they leave the seat up, you put the seat down. It's always, I didn't say that's what you did. I'm just saying.
No. I'm just saying.
So there are
so cliche, the seat up, seat down thing. Because I'm curious about that.
You are.
I usually put that seat down because I think about you coming in. I don't want you to splash into the thing. At night or something. But honestly, I think it was for the larger amount of years, it's really been good. You know, we were separated 1 year, and this cool thing about it is like my son now is 29, so I always go by his age, but he was 29 now, and so but he was 3 then, so you know how long ago that was. So, but the cool thing about it, you don't bring it, you don't and you remember when, you know, you don't do all that. And so I brag about that all the time. My friends always say, oh man, I say, man, look, man, you know, she don't even say nothing about that, man. You know, oh, well, that's cool. I say, yeah, it is cool, because I mean, that's 26 years ago. So, but I think we have a lot of fun, you know, we laugh a lot, you know,
every day.
That's true.
Yeah. And it's not even about me actually being a stand-up. It's just, you know, things that happen, you know, I mean, you know, I think I would say, I guess, have a funny way of just reacting to things, or what comes out of my mouth first, I guess, is a funny thing, but it's never really intended to like be a joke or anything and all. But you know, so we have even our kids had a great sense of humor when they were younger, because they could look at a TV commercial and bust out laughing. And I was like, wow, they quick on that, you know. So we've always laughed about things, or we could look at somebody and then look at each other. That's how long we've been around each other. We could look at somebody and look at each other and be like, you know, and they'll start laughing. I'd be like, man, y'all better go ahead for they mess around and knock y'all out, you know. But all in all, we do have a lot of fun. You know, we have a lot of fun, and I think we teach each other a lot too, you know. So I think that's what
So it wasn't necessarily said, but I heard 2 F words, and that was fun, but the other one is forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times, you know how you mentioned,
you almost skipped when I was at 2 F words. I was like, did I say F words and didn't know it? I am getting old if I said 2 F words and didn't realize it.
But you know, a lot of times people get hurt in the marriage, or things happen. Somebody may step out, somebody may whatever, and they say they forgive the person, but they don't truly let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And so what did it take from you to not have to continue to, well, you did this and you did that, to be able to move forward in a marriage?
I think I learned that, you know, when you actually say you forgive somebody, it's not to be continuously brought up. Will you, you know, hear something or something remind you of what may have happened? I mean, we could be in a restaurant, or we could be somewhere and you could say something out of line, you know, that I don't appreciate that you said or whatever, and I could get upset about that and be upset for a minute about that, and then I have to get over it and forgive you, you know, tell you that I didn't appreciate what you said or what you did. And
that's happened before?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've been in a restaurant somewhere and I said something out of place.
That was an example.
Oh, that what it said. I'm asking. I mean, you know, she always come to an example that ain't never happened before.
Oh.
But I'm saying.
Well, what I'm saying is things happen. You know, you can say something, you can do something.
Sure.
You could, you know, be amongst your friends and say something slick out your mouth or whatever that I don't appreciate that you said or whatever. And,
right. And I've never done that either, because most of the time we ain't around my friends for us to do nothing like that. Say something slick out my mouth. Say something slick out your mouth. What?
Oh
my God! Exactly.
Things happen.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Yeah.
Trust me that they do.
Yeah.
And you know, you don't appreciate what the other person does. I'm sure I've done things that upset you or whatever.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. But you know,
and we talk about it. That's the big thing. We talk about it. We sit down, we talk about it. I'm not a yeller, you know, where you said this, and he's not either. So our arguments may not be typical, where I've heard people, you know, they're yelling at each other, they're saying things, you know, that they're probably going to regret later on.
Excuse me. No, I've always been. Because I remember when we first got married, I remember you told me one time, you said you don't nothing bother you, but then you learn, you know, that it bothers me, but I do it a different way, you know. I'm like, first I take it in, then I kind of like process it,
Marinated.
and then can I say my words? You marinated, I process it. Then when I process it, then I start, figuring out, because I've always been that type of dude, don't cry over spilt milk, whatever that means. But for me, a better example is, when something happens, you can sit there and cuss for 5 minutes about it. You could drop something and cuss. Oh my. Then when you go back, can we cuss? What is this on? Is this one of the jumps, like, but anyway, but you could drop something and then cuss about it, fuss about it. But if you look down on the floor, it's still broke. So you got to pick it up anyway. You know what I mean? So, I'd rather exert that energy by just cleaning it up. You know what I mean? A lot of people look at things and they and it's like a big thing to them. For me, it's like, okay, all right, whatever. Let me move on, man. So I've always been like that. And most of my friends, know me like that now. They know, oh, he ain't going off like that. So, but
So would you say that a lot of that has to do with the way that you were raised and how you saw your parents? Because, like,
nah, because my father was not like that. You know that, Big Earl. You wasn't like that. Oh my goodness, Earl was different. He done mellowed down. Nah, he done mellowed down. He done mellowed down now, but he still gets excited about stuff. Yeah. Come on, man, slow down for a second, man. Slow down for a second. It's gonna be all right. But I've always been like.
Then is your mom like that?
My mother is very like that.
So then would you say that you're more like your mom than?
Yeah, in that situation, yeah, I got a lot of patience and and I kind of like I said, I kind of like step out and look at it.
You have a lot of patience.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of patience. I don't have patience now. I told you before. It don't have nothing to do with her, but I'm losing my patience for the bullshit. But but for like regular stuff, man, I got patience. But see, people want you to be like I get this example all the time. You walking down the street, somebody kicking your butt. You like, hey man, don't do that. Then they kicking your butt again. So, hey man, didn't I tell you don't do that? Then they try to kick you again. You grab their foot and pull them, and they bust their head. Now they're mad at you. So yeah, I don't have time for playing around. But my thing is, if you look, I got great patience. Everybody that know me would say that now. But when it comes to foolishness, I ain't got no patience for that. And so when people want you to have patience for that, I used to be like that. I used to be like, okay, all right, I'm gonna say yes when I really want to say no. Now, man, I'll be like, nah, nope, or yes. If I saw something on your wall that said, make your yes, let your yes be a yes and your no be no. And I looked at that one day, I was like, man, I'm gonna start doing that. And ever since I saw it on your wall, I was like, I'm gonna do that because because if you're gonna put out patience for BS, then you ain't being true to yourself. So I was like, nah, man, I ain't putting up with that. Cause I don't have to. You know what I mean? Almost 60 years old.
So would you say you have patience for certain situations? Let's just keep it at that.
Yeah, we keep that.
Absolutely.
You had to point your finger at me? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you did that with a little, with a little attitude, like that.
Don't take it that way.
Okay.
So, a lot of people may not know, like background, but your parents are getting ready to celebrate 60 years of marriage, and then your parents didn't necessarily have a good marriage in front of you. So would that be the reason why you say you didn't want to get married, and then when you got married, that's why you didn't do the things that you saw?
Yep, I would say that to be true. Yeah, but I had other people in my family that showed good marriages, but my parents did not have a good marriage, and yes, that would be the reason why I did not want to get married. So did your parents have a good marriage in front of you that made you say, hey, I think I want to get married when I get older, or you was just like,
whatever.
My parents used to fight all the time. They used to be punching each other. I'd be like, man, hey man, y'all gotta stop this. Y'all gotta stop this. Okay, this is foolishness. Nah, my I learned from my parents. I guess a lot of things, you know, and so like I said, my father was always the I think the one that was not as I guess quiet or patient as my mother, but I never saw no violence. That's the cool thing, you know, and so I learned a lot from them and their marriage and all, yes, but I watched what they did, and I think a lot of times my father, whenever the way he dealt with stuff is he would just go lay down, some people go and get drunk, go get high. My father just go lay down, you know what I mean, then he wake up and I guess he'd be okay, all right, cool now, but yeah, I watched them, and my mother, God bless her soul, almost 60 years. Good God, have mercy. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't know. She stayed with my dad for 60 something, or almost 60 years. Sometimes I can't stay with him for 60 minutes. And he know that. That dude is a trip, boy. And we have a lot of fun though, for real, But all jokes aside, we've grown a lot. And my dad and I have grown a lot closer, even though we was always close. We got closer with some of the stuff that we do every day together. Sometimes,
So, looking through the years, almost 4 decades. Well, you have been together for 4 decades, but almost 4 decades of marriage, and so. What is something that you would prescribe to somebody who is like dating or engaged right now and they're like, wow, I want to be able to get to that 35 years or more, whatever the case may be? What would you say to them?
It's a lot. I would first, you got to learn who you're with. I think sometimes what people do is they want they want to change the person that they're with. You can't do that. You got to pretty much accept who you're with. I mean, you might see somebody over here that's a certain way, and you might, oh, he's cool or she's, cool or whatever. I wish my person was like that, or the person I was with was like that, but you got to learn who you're with, And
I'm just listening, guys, because you always slip little. That's how you. I be seeing stuff. I be seeing stuff every day. That's how you feel. You might see somebody. You be like, I wish my person was like that person, and then
seriously, you know how you'll hear, oh, this person is this way. We talk about stuff like that all the time. You. One person he always talks about is my sister. He consistently, your sister's so sweet. She's so nice. I be looking at him like, whoop, I don't know if you married the wrong one.
I mean, he's cool. He's go play them lottery. She say, what? Don't say what? That's the truth. What? She grown. He played the lottery. Everybody played the lottery. People didn't want. Listen, I play the lottery right now. I'm trying to be a millionaire right now. What you talking about? Let me hit the lottery. I ain't doing nothing no more. You understand me?
That's what I mean. He'll, oh, your sister's like this or whatever, and I'll be like, I'll be looking at him like, ooh, we're two different people. You got the wrong sister. Oh my goodness! But yeah, accepting the person you're with for who they are. You got to do that. You can't. I think a lot of people try to change people, and you can't do that. So that's one advice that I would give. What you got?
What I got? Oh, I thought you answered for both of us on that one.
Well, I mean,
that might have something different.
I would say, when you get into a relationship with a person, and like you were saying, and you have to learn to accept them. You got to learn. You don't have to accept them. Let me be truthful with y'all. You know what I'm saying right now. You get in a relationship with somebody and you see something from the beginning, it's gonna be like that. Now whether or not you choose to accept that and say that that's not that bad, I mean, but you know, if you got somebody who grab you around your neck, you know, and he talking about that's just how I am. I want you to look at me when I'm talking to you and grab you around your neck. You ain't gotta accept that. I'm gonna tell you that right. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what I mean? You know,
we do not condone domestic violence.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At all.
Exactly.
So if you are in that situation, you need to find some help and, you know, leave that person alone.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. You don't need nobody, you know, talking to you all. You know, they all in your face. You hear me? I'm like, hey, come on with that nonsense. But I think I knew from a long time ago. I mean, I was like, okay, all right, I think I can go ahead and put up with this person. Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, deal what?
You think you could put up with this?
No, I said I would be able to deal with you. You know, what?
But
you
is
know,
that why I get teased all the time about, girl, I cannot believe that you.
Hey, that's because they don't know me. They don't know me. They don't listen to me. They don't know me. Listen to me. They see one person.
Oh my God.
They don't know me. They don't know me. No. So they tease you all the time though, you know. But that's cool because that's funny. You know, I think throughout the years we've and probably ever since that 1 year separation or whatever, we was it's been a stronger bond, I would say, and then you know, and then like with everyday stuff, you know, you know, with what we've been through with the last 4 years we've been through. I mean, you know, some people, man, that messed their marriage. I was like, man, don't let 45 do that to you. I'm gonna tell you something. And now look, now he about to leave, and he done messed up some people. I'm gonna tell you something right now. You know, we used to talk about them different things and all, what's the situation and all, you know, and you know, and a lot of people say things about finance and everything and all, you know, but I mean, those things work out too, because you know, I'm the kind of person that I really believe that you know, tomorrow could be so different from today. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, hey, you know, shoot, you could walk outside and find $100 bill and be like, oh man, I ain't had no money at all, and I just find me $100. I mean, so in other words, I don't let little things bother me where I would bring it back on my wife, and also when I used to be out traveling and everything. If anything happened while I was out on the road or whatever, or all in between, when I would come back in, that, you know, I leave that stuff outside, because ain't nobody in here did nothing to me outside that house, you know what I mean? You know, so when I come in here and, you know, and some things happen, that's something different. But you know, we've never had no craziness and all like that and all. I mean, you know, right?
Craziness, like,
I mean, you know, just you know, just all that, you know, you sleeping downstairs, I'm sleeping upstairs, and you know, so
we don't do that.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of couples nowadays are, for whatever reason, are having a lot of issues with communication. Like they don't know, either they don't know how to communicate with the person, or they, in their communication, they're misunderstanding each other. So how has you all's communication helped to keep the peace, I guess, in the relationship?
I think a lot of people, when they're talking to each other, and I think you might have heard, or you heard statements like this, people, when someone is talking, you're already ready to respond before listening to what the person is saying. So I think if you just, you know, if because a lot of people are ready to jump and get their feelings out, or let me tell you how I feel about the situation or whatever. I think if you take the time to just listen to what the other person is saying, and then kind of verbatim give them back what they just said so that you do understand, because I think you also hear where you are. So if I'm mad because you did something, you might have said something to me and I took it the wrong way because of how I'm feeling. So I think mainly the communication is to listen to what the other person is saying first and then respond before you know, that argument back and forth. No, you said this, or no, you said that, you know, and then you got this argument going back and forth. So it's listening first, you know, to hear what the other person is saying.
I agree with that. That's for sure. You know.
That's what he got.
That's what I got.
On that statement.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
This, I mean, you know, you said a mouthful with that, you know, but excuse me, I've never been one to, I think, fly off the handle or like my man Donald Ball would say, haul off, and and do something, you know, or react before you've actually taken it all in. You know what I mean? I think I've always been that type of person. And then sometimes, you know, hey man, I'm you know, she might use a word I don't understand, be like, ho. What that mean? Oh, okay,
But
okay.
that's good though,
Yeah.
because some people
Yeah.
would just go with it
Exactly.
and then be looking
Hey.
like, so what did you really mean by that? Or you
All my
or you
friends-
answer wrong because you misunderstood or
Right.
don't understand what the person is saying.
Yeah.
So-
Exactly, because I'm saying like I got a friend of mine, Cheryl Underwood. She'll say something, I'll be like, she knows me. I'd be like, what that mean? you know. Some people just let you keep on talking. Then they be, and if you say in your head it's something you don't know what you're talking about. I like that. Somebody use a word I don't know, man. I love to build on my vocabulary. Is that right? Is that yes, indeed. You know what I mean? You know, so that way I can use it back on somebody else. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, so that's good. You know, if you think about being in a relationship with somebody, you know, be able to listen to them. You know what I mean? But you'll know if you can't listen to a person, like sometimes we be watching TV. And somebody be talking, I'd be like, man, that couldn't be my girl right there. Oh my goodness, I can't listen to it because I can't stand that voice. You know what I mean? Some people like Nancy Wilson. Oh my goodness, Nancy Wilson could talk to me for 2 days, and I wouldn't get tired of listening to her talk, because that's how I know she could sing, because her voice is so smooth and clear. You know, but some people have a voice. I'd be like, ooh, Lord have mercy. I feel sorry for whoever they in the house with, because but I wouldn't even be attracted to somebody like that anyway. You know what I mean? So soon I hear them talk, I'd be like, okay, that's interesting. I'll tell you right now, I like to know whose ears want me to take that, because it sure ain't mine.
Oh.
But anyway, now if I was a deaf person,
Listen.
no, really, then maybe, you know, I could tolerate somebody like that. But as long as I can hear like I can hear right now, oh man, you know. So yes, indeed. So I guess you got to.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen before you speak.
Yes.
There you go.
Very important.
And so the last thing I want to touch on is, you talked about how you traveled a lot, and so did that put any type of strain on the relationship, or did it make the relationship better in a sense?
For my answers to that would be, I don't think it put a strain on anything, because we knew what we were encountering when I took that on. But then at one point, I was to the point I was like, man, I didn't want to see you have to pick them up, get them home and do the homework, fix dinner, get them in bed, get them back up, take them to school, the whole routine while I was out. And so then I came off the road for a while, on purpose. I was like, man, I got to help you do this, and so I think I kind of put, the family in front of what my career probably could have been, really, because, That was for about 10 years. Basically, I came off the road. I was like, but then once they really were in a situation where they were adults and I knew they was cool, or thought that they would be in a situation where they could, help themselves and their mom, then I got a chance to go back out again, and I think then sometimes you would travel sometimes too, so that made it kind of cool. So that didn't, I don't think that hurt. I think then they, how they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. I don't know if that, if that's real or not, but my thing was it was cool that I only had to be gone a couple of days, but I like being home. I would like to have a television show that I could go tape it and do my 13 episodes or whatever amount of episodes that, completes a television show, and then be home while people are rushing home to go see it. And, somebody might walk by and say, hey, man, your show come on tonight. How you here? Because they taped it, but go home and watch it anyway, man, So, but I like being home, but I also like money. So, oh yeah. So that's you got to be able to make that money to be able to be home. You know what I mean? So, but I've kind of gotten to a point now where, I don't want to do a lot of traveling. That's I mean, I'm to that point now where, it's gotten to like this COVID has showed me that there's a lot of things that I forgot that I could do very well that I'm back doing again. And so, believe it or not, if I don't go out no more, I don't, it ain't gonna hurt me. I'm telling you, as far as like, financial wise, but yeah, big time. And I'm playing the lottery.
Listen.
Gotta play to win. How many people won and ain't played it? Yeah, think about that.
OMG.
Well, are there any last words or anything that y'all want to say?
Yeah. If you're gonna move with somebody, you gotta keep yourself clean too.
Oh, what?
Yeah. You can't be a person that just because you could be dating somebody and they know, okay, I'm going to see somebody, so they're gonna wash the butt before they go see him just because. But you gotta keep your butt clean. Matter of fact, I gotta have 2 washcloths because you can't wash your butt and then wash your face the same one. You gotta have 2. You gotta have one for like from here up, and then the other one is from navel down. Yeah, that's good. That's good to know, especially for fellas. Fellas, y'all need to know that. Girls too. You can't have Anyway, I don't know. That's what I want to tell you. Yeah, that's my tip.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Hygiene.
Hygiene is very important.
Very, with capital letters, very important.
Well, I'll just say this. Pastor Michael Todd talked about when he and his wife first got married.
Did you saying washcloth?
No.
Oh.
He said that like he went a couple of days without taking a shower, and he like was trying to come kiss on her, and she was like, "You need to go take a shower." And he was like, when I wasn't living with her, I could go
3 days,
3 or 4 days, and nobody would say anything.
See?
But
ain't that what I just said to y'all?
now,
I'm saying right now.
I'm living with somebody, and she like, dude, you
Absolutely.
can't think that you're about to get anything off of me. You smell like that.
Right.
So that is a good point.
Yeah.
People, live by themselves and do whatever they do, and then now you're so routine and doing that you forget that you live with somebody else now. You got habits that.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Like if one of us eats garlic in some kind of way, whether it be a pizza or some garlicky potato chips or some garlicky food in some kind of way, we'll let each other know. So because I'm gonna tell you another tip. If your girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife eats garlic or something with garlic in it, then if you eat something with garlic in it also, it kind of like neutralizes itself. You know what I mean? So you don't really smell it. But if one person had it, oh man, man, let me tell you, that don't work.
at all.
Mm.
At all.
Mm-mm. So sometimes, you know, like if she's at, well, used to be, you know, at the office or something, and she has like a salad or something like that or whatever, and she'll say, "Oh, I had garlic," so then I'll be like, "Okay, let me go get me a bag of barbecue corn chips." Matter of fact, if the people who make barbecue corn chips watching this, can y'all put them back on the market? Frito-Lay, please. Come on, man. Man, that was one of my favorite snacks. I'll even help y'all advertise it again if you let me.
All right.
Nothing.
No. I mean, you know.
You have no tip for the people?
Listen. Last minute tips.
You know, you don't have to have none. I mean,
I
you
don't
know.
think I have nothing right now. But we'll be coming back. We'll be coming back off and on with them.
Off and on.
I mean, you know, we're going to come back and we're going to do some things different. We're going to do some relationship stuff. We're going to do some married stuff. We're going to...
And it's going to get a lot better because I'm going to tell you right now, I
Yes.
wasn't, listen to me, I wasn't ready today. I was outside breaking leaves. I came inside, I seen these lights and stuff, so I was like...
He knew we was going to do this today. So, next time, let us know what you want us to talk about, whether it be finances, whether it be dating, whether it be
Sex.
that too, you know, whatever. So, just make sure you like, comment, and share. Peace out, y'all. Bye.